And we are live while I'm chewing a grape. Sorry about that. Here we are. Welcome everybody who is here for the live and everybody who comes for the replay. I want to thank everybody who comes in. Um, because without um, the community that we have around us, I wouldn't be doing this. And I love to do this. But, it's the community. That's why I'm here. Because you're all just wonderful. Um, so this is a Formless Friday. Fridays, sometimes I go live, sometimes I upload a pre-recorded video. There's no plan to it. That's why I call it Formless Friday. Saturdays, I usually don't post a video. Sundays, I have your Sunday reading, which will either be pre-recorded and scheduled, or it will be, oh, hey, Daniel, and hey, Emily. Sundays will either be pre-recorded or live. Mondays, I have Monday Men conversations with men in yarn. I don't call them interviews anymore because they really are more conversations. And then, oh, Emily, how I wish this was my house. It's a fake background. If that piano was mine, there would be scores on top of it, and I would be kicking myself for not playing the piano more. If that were my sofa, there would be crochet throws, very colorful crochet throws all over it. Yeah, I wish this was my house. How cool would that be? So anyway, yes. Monday, I have Monday Men. Tuesday, I have Topic Tuesday, 2 o'clock Eastern every Tuesday. Wednesday, I have Wednesday Free for All, 6 p.m. Eastern, immediately following Granny D. Thursdays, I usually don't do a video. And here we are back at Friday. So, and this is what we're doing right now. So, yes, Emily, we can certainly dream. Hey, Granny D. Um, Reminds me of the joke about this very, very long-suffering and faithful and obedient man who um, would pray, "Oh dear God, why I have served you so long? Why can I not just win the lottery?" And he hears in the distance this still, sweet voice that says, "Buy a ticket." So I don't know. I dream about winning the lottery, and believe you me, I do have plans if that ever happens. But I don't buy tickets regularly. Oh, hey, Jackie. Hey, Doris. Glad to see everybody here. Let's see what else is going on. The usual announcements. You've heard them all. The patterns on Ravelry, the affiliate link through PayPal, or rather, Premier Yarns. Um, the merch on Teespring and that sort of thing. You know how it is. The PayPal, the Cash App, all that crap. All of my links are in my About tab. So, I never ask for anything, but I have been blown away by the love that people have shown me in this community. So what's going on, people? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Do you have dinner plans already? Today, oh my goodness, I've been wanting one of these for a long, long time. Today I went and got, oh, hey, Rita. Rita, I was supposed to make you a moderator and I haven't done it yet. I'm so sorry. Um, but anyway, I've been wanting one of these for a long, long time, and I just got it today. It's a portable deep fryer. I mean, it's a small one, um, but we had some chicken breasts thawing in the fridge. So my sister is going to use the deep fryer for the first time, and it's going to be wonderful. Recently, we got an air fryer, which has been a revelation to us. I never realized how useful it was. Emily's making a basket for her daughter's room. Nice. How big a basket? What's going to go in it? So, let me show you this hat that I completed yesterday. Okay, I don't think it looks all that great. Let me put it on. Doesn't look all that great on me either, but maybe on the head, on the wig head, it looks a little better. So it's got some, meshy components and some denser components. Also, since yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, I posted something about some green yarn that I had. So I made this hat with it. I still need to sew in the loose ends. Maybe a little big for me, but that's okay. And I made this dog sweater. I didn't use all of the green yarn that I had. It was a skein. Hey, my crochet story. Hey, Shatika. Um, oh, hey, Chris. Wow. I was gonna say, yeah, I posted something on Instagram yesterday because I had this big skein. It was almost 400 yards of this budget yarn that was in Kelly Green. And, I was asking people to predict how much I could do in one day because it was St. Patrick's Day with that skein of yarn. And in the end, I only did that sweater and that hat because part of yesterday I didn't really feel very well and I slept a lot. But I also finished this blue hat that I just showed you yesterday. I need to write this up. Um, I'm going to deviate from my normal practice of making all my hat patterns free. I'm going to charge for that hat, but it'll be, something, just nominal, like 99 cents on Ravelry. But I'm also going to donate all the proceeds um, to charity. I haven't decided where yet. Um, hey, Janet Lepre. I took 4 semesters of French, so I never know. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And here's the link if anybody wants to come up. We are here until 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, we go and see Granny D because she does her Live at 5 show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if I recall correctly, today is Friday. I can never keep these things straight. Ah. Oh, meaning hair. There you go. So, what was I gonna say? So I just posted the link if anybody wants to come up, the StreamYard link. Because I'm not in YouTube, but in StreamYard only, I don't really have a way to anchor the link. So you have to scroll. But I'll keep posting it from time to time. Let's see, what else do I have to talk about today? Uh, we went out this morning. So I was saying we picked up this portable deep fryer, and my sister is going to use it to make dinner tonight. She better, or else I might be unpleasant. And then we also went to Lowe's Home Center. Hey, Sandy. We also went to Lowe's Home Center and got some lighting fixtures because we have 4 rooms. Well, 4 lighting fixtures that need to be changed out. And at some point over the next week, we're going to get a handyman in here to do it because I can't do ladders. And I don't want my sister to do ladders either. Um, and Janet, aren't you in Westchester? I can't remember because you know I used to live in Yonkers. Sandy, I do both. There are days when I cannot do a foundation, um, whatever stitch it is, um, to please me, to save my life. So I will just go back and do a chain and do what I need to do. There are other days when it works out and then we're okay. You know, I do both. I do the chain, I do the chainless. Um, Usually, on my patterns, almost every pattern I have starts with a row of single crochet. And I will say either do a chain, and I'll tell you how to do that, or do a foundation single crochet, and I'll assume you know how to do that. Because I'm not there to teach you how to do a foundation single crochet, although I might have done. There was a time when I was doing tutorials and shorts more than I do now, and I might have done a foundation single crochet back in that day. Don't remember exactly. Um, but it varies. It depends upon the project. I mean, the blue hat that I just showed you, I started with a foundation single crochet. I'm doing another sample with a better yarn that's going to be a gift. It's the same pattern but with a better yarn. And I started that with a chain. In this case, I like the chain better. But that was just today. Another day, I might have done the foundation single crochet better. Who knows? You know, Sandy, I forget a lot of stuff. If I run across something that I need to remind myself of, I can always find a tutorial on YouTube. It's amazing. Any kind of stitch, if they particularly if somebody is using a name for a stitch that is not the name that I know the stitch by, then then I will look for. Um, in addition to the silver lining, I will look for a tutorial for that particular stitch, and it will usually work out. Ooh, I just almost found the right place for my head to feature my oops logo. No, I can't make it work. I love these fake backgrounds on StreamYard, but sometimes they're confusing. Larchmont. Yes, Larchmont, Janet. That's what you told me once before. Because I was in Yonkers for quite a few years. And I worked um, as a real estate agent based in White Plains for, well, I tried. I wasn't very good as a real estate agent because I can't sell myself, or I couldn't back then. And that's what you got to do. Anyway, what else is going on? I I have new pictures on Instagram. I have oh Janet, I've never been spry. I always said I was born middle aged, and my body is now caught. Well, it's I no longer say it's caught up with me. It's overtaken me, really. But White Plains is in New York. It's in Westchester County, which is the one immediately above the Bronx. Westchester County, I always thought should be three separate counties because Southern Westchester, Middle Westchester, and Northern Westchester are completely different animals. Completely different. Um, I lived in Northern Westchester for a while, and I enjoyed that, but I found it a little bit too isolating. Um, I didn't know there was a White Plains, Illinois. Hmm, interesting. So what else is going on, people? I'm going to put the link up again if anybody wants to come up. Uh, my mother taught for about 400 years. For the longest time, she was doing fourth grade. Then she had to do fifth grade. Then she had to do sixth grade. And where we lived then, sixth grade was part of elementary. And then junior high school was seventh, eighth, ninth. But then we moved to a place where middle school was sixth, seventh, eighth. And so she taught sixth grade there, but was more focused on one subject, in addition to having like, homeroom and that sort of thing. Um, but she loved doing language arts. I think that, I mean, knowing our whole family, it's not surprising that she would love doing language arts. And she told a story about I don't remember. It was some sort of a vocabulary or spelling thing. Um, and she was talking about like the associative and communicative properties that, we might remember those terms from like sixth grade math, but the students told her that she explained it much, much much better than any math teacher had ever done. I think in the end she did wind up teaching some math. She wound up sort of burnt out at the end, so she took retirement very gratefully. It's very sad that that happens to teachers because she did love to think that she made a difference in students' lives. Janet, I completely agree with you. I studied music education. When I started college, I wanted to be a high school music teacher. Looking back on it, when I graduated college at 21, I had a psychosocial age of probably 14 or younger. So I don't think that if I had taught high school music, it would have ended well. So I never did teach in the public schools. Um, and now it's just so complicated. Janet, I understand. It would just be I watch I watch some YouTube channels of people who are current day teachers, and it doesn't it I mean, a lot of them still have the youth and energy to love it, but it would wear me out so quickly. I just gotta say, it would. It would make me very sad very quickly, and I don't need more sadness. Anyway, so we have more people in the room. Oh, crochet story. I was in DFW for two brief periods of my life. One when I was there on a work assignment for probably 6 months, and another when I was okay. I should not be looking at my crochet while I'm talking to you. Um, I had gone there because a friend had offered me shelter when I was just desperate to get out of what I saw as an awful situation. So, but then I came back to the same situation and it's better now. Hi, Tank. So, anyway, so what else should we talk about? I was showing earlier the things that I did in green yesterday. On Instagram, I showed this skein of um, budget green yarn that I had um, that I just wanted to use up. Okay, what am I doing here? I can't talk and crochet at the same time. Oh, this living room behind me? I want to lounge in this living room. I wish it were real. Um, I was saying earlier that if I had that piano, you would see a bunch of scores on top of it, and I would be kicking myself for not playing more. And if that sofa were mine, you would see a whole bunch of colorful throws and blankets on it. But anyway, let me show you what I did in green yesterday. Oof. So I had this green yarn, and I posted on Instagram, and I asked people, "So, how many things do you think I can make out of this?" And in the end, I wound up with just this one hat, which is a little big for me, but it might work for somebody. And this teeny tiny dog sweater. Well, so I have on my blog, if you search for patterns, if you search for pet rescue, that sort of thing, you will find a link to the pattern I was using. Um, yeah, Janet, I've made that cable dog sweater before. It's not my pattern, but you know me and cables. I love to do cables. Um, so, and you know what's funny? I got a new ring light and I can't make it work. If I get it to work, I will do that. I will finish the cable tutorial I started because I only did part one, um, which was very simple cables. Um, but the braided cables are a little more um, complex, but still not difficult. I don't find them difficult at all. Um, so since I'm working in a different room now. I have honestly, as a combined, I'm in my bedroom. As a combined desk and bedside table, I have what was once a dining room table. So I have the space to set up something with which to record a. Oh, Chris, is that the secret? Mm, funny that. But anyway, I could do more tutorials. I don't particularly enjoy doing tutorials. People tell me I do just fine with them. Um, I don't think it's my long suit. I think that the things I enjoy the most are the things that people who come to my channel connect the best with. So I'll do a few more because I need to do some more. But otherwise, I don't know. Yeah, Chris, exactly. Tutorials are time consuming because there's an awful lot of editing involved. And honestly, I can only record them on my phone. And then I have to worry about layout and format and there's a lot of editing involved too. And then I recorded what I thought was a really good tutorial, or I thought I was recording, but it turned out I wasn't recording. So that sort of turned me off of tutorials for a while, and I haven't done one since. That was going to be my cables part two. Hey, Deb. Um, that was going to be my cables part two, where I would do the braided cables. And honestly, they're not difficult. Um, it takes counting and care, mostly counting. Uh, maybe I'll try to do one of those over the weekend and post it sometime soon. Um, Also, I was wondering, I recorded a music reaction video. You guys know that I have a very long history with music. I studied to be an opera singer. I still love opera. I love all kinds of music. Okay, Granny, I'm so glad you were here. Always love to see you. Um, so this was a music recording video, one of the greatest opera singers of the 20th century. Um, oh, hey, Isala. Sorry about the ads, but thank you for sitting through it for at least 30 seconds because that helps me. Um, what was I going to say? Uh, you know, I have a mind like a sieve. Anyway, yes, I recorded a music reaction video, except I don't know when to post it. And I want to do more of them. Now, also on my community tab, I have been posting daily doses of culture, which include all different kinds of music and visual arts, writing, poetry, drama, filmmaking, everything you can imagine. Um, so it's links to other people's videos. Um, and you know, I hope that, well, I don't think any of them need my help for gaining audience, but um, I hope that people will look at them. Um, so yeah, I've been doing it. Yeah, yeah, Janet, I've been doing it for about a month now. Tank, I was asking about Dana and Dooley earlier today. She has, or Dooley has an appointment on, is it Monday, I think? And they will talk about options. If they decide to move forward, if I understand correctly, which is never a guarantee, then um, Dooley will have surgery. Um, so, yeah, 21st, that's Monday, correct? By the way, I have for the 21st and the 28th, I have all new Monday Men conversations for you to view. Yeah, Tank, I have not heard anything new today. I haven't been very attentive. Um, so I don't know. She was going live quite frequently for a while, but now, at least when I have been online, I have not seen her live. So I don't know what's going on. But I know that it's really painful for her. Um, so what else is going on, people? Oh, oh, her truck is in the shop. I think maybe I did hear that. I think, yes, there was a video where Dooley was enjoying the hotel. At least he still has the energy to spring up onto the bed. Our senior dog that we adopted last year never had that kind of energy. I bought a ramp so that he could at least you know, walk up onto the sofa or onto someone's bed to be beside them, but he didn't want to use that. The kitten sure wanted to use it, but the kitten didn't need it. That kitten can jump so high. Um, a rescue Rottie? Oh my gosh. Tank, you have to post pictures, please. Post pictures in my Facebook group, Bearded Yarn Dudes. Um, because I want to see oh gosh. There's a YouTube channel called the Rottie channel. Peach. Ooh, peach is a nice color. Emily's going to Hobby Lobby for some peach yarn. Mm. From New Orleans. Glad you were here, Emily. Mm. Trying to find just the right head position to feature that plaque. Anyway. Mm. Exactly, Gisela. We were today at the Lowe's Home Center. My Facebook group is called Bearded Yarn Dudes. I also have a page called Bearded Yarn Dudes. The page is about news, the group is about community. So anyway, earlier today we were at the Lowe's Home Center in Wilmington here that is in the same strip mall as Joann's. And I said, we will not go to Joann's because I need more yarn like I need a hole in the head, which is completely true. Um, for Michaels and Hobby Lobby, I have to, even though they're not far away, they are situated in such a place in the city that I would have to make an effort to go there because I probably wouldn't go to that neighborhood anyway. Uh, but Joann's, um, um, could be on my way for several different places I want to go. So we went to two different Walmarts today. I was picking up an order at one of them, and my sister was picking up an order at the other one. And then we went to the Lowe's Foods. After having been to the Lowe's Home Center, um, I spent a bunch of money today. Daddy needs pattern sales. That's all I can say. At one of the stores, I think it was the Lowe's Foods, um, they had a whole bunch of really gorgeous purple flowers. I have a brown thumb, any plant I touch is sure to die. So I don't even bother anymore, even though I just love fresh herbs. I've tried to grow them inside and outside, and I just can't. So I buy my fresh herbs. Joann's also has good deals on, well, very often it's Premier Yarns. Did I mention I have a Premier affiliate link? If you are in the habit of shopping at the Premier website, I would not say no if you wanted to use my link. Um, but yeah, and the Premier yarns are budget yarns that I don't object to using. There are some budget yarns that I really, 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 really don't like. But Premiere is not one of them. Uh, Now, Tank Michaels is at the other side of town from me, and I don't like a lot of their store brand yarns, I'll have to say. Now, some of the name brand yarns I've gotten there, and sometimes for good prices, but I'm not that crazy about the store brand yarns. Now, let me ask you, am I the only one who wishes that when all of these brands named their colorways, they would give some sort of objective values, like a PMS value? That's how the paint techs create colors, or RGB or CMYK. That's from the printing world where I spent many years. If there were some kind of objective values to, maybe it's my hand. There, now you can see the plaque behind me that Brenda, the newbie crocheter, and her husband created. Anyway, um, I want, if I want to match a color exactly, because there are colors that you want to match exactly, especially if you want to do like a college color. Carolina blue is a very specific tone. You can find all of those objective values for that tone, but you don't have the objective values like the Pantone CMYK or RGB values. So, and most of us with our standard video or computer equipment, you cannot guarantee that what you see on your screen is going to be the same color that you see when you get the actual yarn. That's one reason I don't order online very much, because I want to touch it and see it and feel it first, especially the color. But Isola, was there Pantone yarn? I'm not sure I've heard of that. But I would, if I had my druthers, I would manufacturers to use Pantone values on their labels, and believe you me, they don't. Um, Pantone, RGB, CMYK. Well, Janet, if it's too much for those yarn companies, then maybe they should pull back and consider if they're overreaching. I don't recall seeing Pantone branded yarns. And Janet, do you know whether anyone has really verified that the Pantone values on the labels were absolutely correct for the yarn that was that was sold? Hmm. Anyway, now having said that, there are some really gorgeous, even budget yarns out there that are nice. Oh, Isola, small balls, one skein, probably 100 yards or less. Who wants to buy that? If you want to make a project of any size, then you can't. No, I want to see Pantone values for, Karen 1 pound or Lion Brand Pound of Love or Lion Brand feels like butter or hey Jody, or some of the really really big um brands of especially budget yarns. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's going to cost him an awful lot of money to hire someone to determine um, Pantone values, because especially with those budget yarns, they don't vary by dye lots, because that's one thing about the budget yarns. They are almost always very consistent in color. As far as hand dyed yarns, I can see the difficulty there because each lot is going to vary a bit. But you know what? Let me see. What have I got? This is some gorgeous hand dyed yarn that I got. I got like 4 or 5 skeins of it. I mean, and it's all labeled. It doesn't give any kind of a color value. Um, Although it does give a lot number. But I have 4 skeins of it, and they all look the same. Um, but this is mainstay yarn that comes from Walmart. It's always the same, day in, day out. And there is nothing on the label that I can find that indicates objective color values. Do you know what the colorway is called? Green. Anyway, so I think that okay, bye bye, Deb. Glad you were here. I think that it would serve the yarn distributors if they took more of an effort in that direction. I would certainly like to see it myself. Um, anyway. Exactly, Janet. That's the thing about the budget yarns. Because they're produced in such high quantities, the colors are almost always consistent. I won't say 100% because nothing is 100%. But no, I don't think it would be that much money for them to hire people to label yarns with Pantone or RGB or CMYK values, whatever it takes. Because if you have an RGB or CMYK value, you can find a resource online to translate it into a Pantone value and vice versa. Anyway, I'm getting worked up about this. In a few minutes, we're going to all go to see Granny D. Let me just post her link right now. Um, Granny D goes live at 5 Eastern. And in a minute or two, I'm going to call it a day, take a little break before visiting Granny D. And that might be where we are right now. So I want to thank everybody who has been here, everybody who comes and goes, everybody who watches the replay, everybody who actually moves and breathes, because you've all been wonderful to me. And thank you for everything. And I'm just going to click end right now, and then we're going to go see Granny D at 5 o'clock. Okay? Bye bye now.